Life is a Hope. How to Hope and What to Hope, by INDRA Raj PATHAK. Is it correct to expect the same from others as what you do to them? In a situation, your feelings, context, and priorities drive your actions. You assisted a friend with money when he lost his job last year. As if it were a business contract, you assured yourself that he would reciprocate in your difficult time. There's no guarantee he'd be in the same position as you to offer you money in your time of need. Despite his best efforts, he could not help you. You can put your thoughts into action, but you cannot make others act on your thoughts. But society has conditioned your mind to believe that our relationship is based on the give and take principle. How to separate your expectations from your happiness. Certainly, the concept of give and take strengthens your relationships by leaving plenty of room for expectations to be tailored to your preferences. You expect it from your parents, kids, siblings, cousins, friends, and society. What do you expect from your community, religion, and country? You have preserved all these expectations in your conscious mind for ready reference. As a result, you condition your mind further by telling yourself that if this or that happens, it will make you happy. Many a time, your expectations are not delivered and you become upset, believing yourself to be a victim of others' neglect, or you become angry and revengeful towards the person who failed to show up as expected. It happens because you associate your happiness with a specific reciprocal action. You can avoid being disappointed by not making your happiness conditional. You might think my musings are just a hazy, frivolous philosophy. It is necessary to keep in mind that you do not have the legitimate authority to control the actions and reactions of others. As a result, expecting others to react in the same way you do is illogical. Investigate the truth of assumptions. There are many wrong assumptions that society has carved into your mind since childhood. You neither question the genuineness of these assumptions nor seek rational justification for them. If you examine the worthiness of your expectations, which makes you sad now and then, you will convince yourself that others are not wrong, but your thought processes. Of course, you can expect but not predict other people's actions. This way, you can avoid associating your happiness and peace of mind with your expectations. You think the worst may happen to you and hope the best of everything will come to you. Thus, you cheat yourself. Since childhood, we have been listening to "Hope is life" and "Life is a hope." Expect is a synonym for hope. People further say, "Hope for the best." But the human mind relentlessly works to safeguard the interests of a person by devising techniques and solutions to overcome any obstacle that may come in the way of one's well-being. Thus, the mind keeps busy all the time resolving projected problems and, by default, attracts the same problem to materialize in the future. All the wise men in the past and present, with the seal of religious scriptures on their lips, advise the man to be positive, optimistic, happy, and calm. But they hardly say how and why. Hope is the way to apply the law of attraction. The law of attraction is an unproven law of quantum physics that suggests this law has an energetic and vibrational element. It is the principle that like attracts like. There are 3 laws of attraction. 1. The present is always perfect. 2. Nature abhors a vacuum. 3. Like attracts like. Until they find empirical evidence, it will remain pseudoscience. This law applies to both mass and energy on this planet and perhaps in the entire universe that is being probed. It doesn't mean that the law of gravitation didn't work before Newton discovered and named it. It has existed since the beginning of time on Earth. Similarly, the law of attraction is considered a philosophical proposition until it is proven to be a scientific phenomenon by satisfying all known methods of scientific inquiry. Your ever-caring, wandering mind does not believe in the adage, "As you think, so you shall become." You don't think about it, you only say and talk about it. You don't stop worrying if you can't persuade your mind that what you're saying is correct. As a result, your mind keeps thinking of situations that could harm you. You do favors for others and expect the same in return, but you keep doubting, believing that people are selfish and opportunistic. Finally, what occurs is something you are all aware of. Close connection between thought and hope. You create a controversy between thought and hope. You think the worst may happen to you and hope the best of everything will come to you. Thus, you cheat yourself. You don't believe what you say. As a result, your mind is constantly working to solve potential problems for your safety. Of course, hope is life. Because you create hope and become the architect of your life. You design the layout plan of your life with hope in mind by converting your thoughts into visuals and, thereafter, into actions. It is entirely up to you whether to entertain a negative or positive thought. Here, no outside force is at work. Your mere hopes can't do anything until you clothe them with images to strengthen your belief and assure your mind not to worry. Otherwise, they will remain stuck in solving your problems. People stuffed with information and so-called success mantra. Experts counsel you imperfectly to note your weaknesses so as to prepare you to face them confidently, but hardly instruct you to focus on your abilities to use them to the fullest. I do not mean for the weaknesses to be ignored. These are to be considered but not focused on. Focus on abilities, not weaknesses. We should always remember that by focusing on our weaknesses, our restless self-caring mind will become engaged with them, and as a result, a sense of weakness will severely affect one's confidence level, and as a result, the individual is certain to fail. And if you are tuned to concentrate on your abilities, you will undoubtedly attract abilities. You will feel more confident because you will consider what you have. There is a subtle difference in your thought process that results in a completely different outcome. When you don't get what you want, you blame your luck and never look within to find out why. You always justify your actions and give yourself an unconditional clean chit. If you judge the situation truthfully, you will discover what factors contributed to the ultimate result.